Sorry, folks, for the disconnect. Right, I think so. People on Twitch will be able to hear me again. Reload the browser, please. Right, let's see. Where's my chat? Chat. Where are you? I can't see you, chat. Where are you? Hang on. Right. Yeah, sorry for the disconnect, guys. Hope you can hear. Fiza, hello. So, I hope you can hear me as well. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, apologies. Right, let me quickly go back on again. Can hear. Thank you, Mark. Right. Hopefully I'm not going to block anyone now.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, we having some issues with our aircraft. We would remain on position for the moment.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, roger. Taxi clearance cancelled. Report when.
MAN, did you just stop there? Oh, that's really kind.
Rico, Condor 9 Charlie Echo, taxi clearance cancelled.
And sorry, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot had a disconnect. We're back online.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, no problem.
Good. I was just talking, I don't know when you stopped seeing me, but I was talking about the engine run-up. So as we line up, we have to do an engine run-up to 70% for at least 30 seconds, check that the vibrations have gone down, are within limits, to make sure that the engine fan blade icing, should we have, that it's blowed off the fan blades. Sounds a bit drastic, but that way we can get rid of the ice. So that's why it's called an ice shedding procedure, right? Let's do the config.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, we're now ready for taxi again. Sorry for inconvenience.
Yeah, MAN, fantastic.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, no problem. Taxi to holding point runway 09
Good.
via Sierra and Alpha.
So let's do the before.
For holding point 09.
But the text checklist. Flag controls checked. Flap setting.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot behind arriving Airbus 320 lineup runway 09 behind.
Behind landing Airbus. Lineup runway 09 behind Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Good. We wait for the aircraft to land. Taxi checklist. Flag controls checked. Flap setting is config 2. Radar PWS is on and auto. Engine mode selector is normal. And we have ECA memo, takeoff no blue. And Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. For information, we need about 30 seconds on the runway for an engine run-up.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, roger.
That's also a good idea. Oh, you're right. It's the wrong banner. To let the tower know, especially at the busy airport, that you do need to, you need some more time on the runway. So that they can plan with that. So it should be correct now. Bremen, Frankfurt, 3 to Foxtrot. Yeah. Thank you, Bruno. Right, I'm going to put TCAS on, so that I can see the traffic on TCAS at least. Put this to above there. No, it's not landed yet. Oh, I need to put this on. Oh, there he is. Turkish. Yeah, 320. Nice. Cool. Gonna line up. Strobes on. Projector is clear. Packs are going off. Lineup checklist. Take off runway 09, full length. TCAS, TARA, and the pack 1 and 2 off. The whole party, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have a feeling that TAA mode is actually smoother on my system. It's not perfect, but it is a bit smoother. Good. Now we don't set the parking brake. That's the important thing, guys. We do not.
Turkish 2244, taxi 2 stand 03 via Foxtrot, Charlie and November.
We keep pressure on the pedals, but we're not allowed to set the park brake, especially on a contaminated runway or for the engine run-up. So what we're going to do, 50%, we're going to take 70% for 30 seconds, and then we just look at the engine instruments, make sure that vibrations are in limits. So normal, like between 1 to 2 units maximum. And then, if that's okay, after 30 seconds, release the brakes. And
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, when ready, wind 080 degrees 19 knots, runway 09, clear for takeoff. Bye bye.
Ja, vielen Dank, Runway 09, when ready, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Right, full brakes on, 70%. Yeah, we can see we have a bit of vibration there, 1.8, 2.1. I'm not sure right now with the Phoenix if that's normal. But it's going down a bit. You see how it's going down? 2.1, 2.0, 1.9. There we go, look. Yeah, so that looks normal to me now. More than 30 seconds. Brakes release, takeoff. Manflex 52 SAS runway auto thrust through. Thrust set. knots.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, line up runway
Rotate.
09.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, line up runway 09, be advised, engine run up required.
That's right, gear up.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, roger.
Alright, we can go to 1 to 2.8. And we have now enough. Thrust, climb, climb. Auto thrust, vibrations are looking fine. That's good. Flaps 1. Speeds checked. Flaps 1. And I'm going to switch on wing anti-ice now. Climb power set. Pack 1 goes on. There's a bit of snow coming in there. Look at that. Flaps 0. Speed is checked. Flaps 0. Disarming spoilers. Avimar, the thing is, I'm not sure, does the Phoenix show icing here on the indicator? TCAS is off, thanks. Yeah, I need my co-pilot. No, TCAS was on! Hang on! No, TCAS was on. Oh wait, hang on. Right, 4,000 feet. Let's, let me get lead off here quickly. Autopilot. No, hang on. TCAS off. What's happening? What am I missing? Yeah, why is TCAS not showing? What? Avimar, no worries. Oh, Avimar, hang on. You asked a question regarding why not set parking brakes? Hey, Thug Visual, hello. About 2 months ago. So the reason why we don't set parking brakes, true story, there was an aircraft that lined up on the runway, on a very slippery runway. They set the parking brake, then they got takeoff clearance, and they forgot to release the parking brake. So they added thrust, and because the runway was so slippery, the aircraft started moving, but the brakes were locked. So I think they blew all the tires, right? Because the wheels weren't turning. And so ever since that happened, there was a clear SOP saying that, yeah, you're not allowed to set the parking brakes on a slippery runway, so contaminated runway. Big no-no. Thank you much, Third Visual. Appreciate that. Yeah, so why don't we have TCAS? Yeah, Alpha probably. Now, wing anti-ice, yeah, I don't have an icing indicator, I think. It doesn't work. It works in the FSLabs, I think, but not in the... not here on the FENIX, right? Or Bruno does it. Yeah, so whenever I expect conditions like going through clouds at very cold temperature, and I expect wing icing, yeah, it works in the Flyby A380. GG's. Also. Oh no, Kirax holding is full. No! Right, but we're out of the clouds now. We'll switch off wing anti-ice and engine anti-ice as well. But anyways, I mean, we've got stuff to talk about, right? I'm sure you guys have lots of questions. Good. Let me see if the TCAS has actually failed here. I mean, we do have random failures from time to time, right? ATC? No, it's not failed, no. Are they pulling my leg? TCAS is working. That's what I thought, right? I was missing the TA only on takeoff. I didn't consciously see that. But right now, yeah, TCAS, if there's a failure, let me just check that real quickly. We would get some sort of indication on the ECAM or the nav display, right? Yeah, there we go. Look, it would, even on the prime flight display, it would tell you. I want to continue climb 190. That's the cruising level. Alright, first climb up. Yeah, exactly. Good, let's clear out the fix info. Let's release the RATNAV. Clear Bremen, clear Hick. Secondary, copy active. And there was a message here. ATSU AOC menu, received messages. Take that, take that, take that. And that's all clear, fantastic. Cool. What's your favorite aircraft? IRL or flight sim? Man, my voice is really struggling. My cold is still not completely gone. Flight sim. Good question. I would say I don't have a single favorite aircraft. I think it's several aircraft. So I like the FENIX, I like the FSLabs, I like the Mad Dog, MD-82. I like the MD-11. I like the 777. So there's many aircraft I do like. So not just a single one. Regarding the icing, are there still questions around that? And our Wagner, the Bremen, it's interesting. I think it's not as bad as expected, but just gonna check the weather radar right now here. Yeah, we still have snow coming in. So potentially it could snow until tomorrow sometime. Do I have a favorite ice cream? Well, I like things with caramel. Caramel and raspberry. These are things I really like. Oh, and I got a question regarding cooking streams. We would have loved to stream this week on the cooking channel. The thing is that my wife is still having a really bad cough, and it just doesn't make sense to stream when both of us are coughing into the microphones all the time, right? It's just not fun. So hopefully next week will be better, and then we can start streaming on the cooking channel as well. And I have another interesting self-experiment next week, hopefully. It has to do with fasting, but it's a different form of fasting. It's not complete fasting. It's a fast where you actually eat. However, you limit the calorie intake and you eat only specific foods, which in theory gets you again in the same state, or pretty much the same state as if you do a full fast. So it gets you into that ketogene phase. And it sounds too good to be true, so I want to try it out myself for 5 to 7 days to see how that works and if it works. Indeed, it's gonna get Sunday like minus 13 degrees. Oh, and Voyager, your picture that you sent on the Discord regarding the gnocchi with the asparagus looked really good. Well done. Find it fantastic when I see pictures, people actually trying out these recipes. Really cool. Love that. Minus 18 de-icing there. Let me see. Yeah, forward, absolutely. There will be lots of... yeah, that was cold, yeah. Nice. Lots of detailed infos. You know, what happens during a fast and what to look out for. Yeah, lots of infos, absolutely. And again, big thing, guys, always remember, talk to your doctor first of all to see if he or she has any objections you doing a fast. That's the first thing you have to check. Fasting is for most people, but not for everyone. There are conditions that would prevent you from doing a fast. But if the doctor says it's okay, then you have all the genetics, all the background to do a fast. And the best thing about it is that you're actually doing so much rebuilding in your body, cleaning, has so many health benefits that I hope it just gets more and more known to people. It's not about weight loss. The weight loss is a secondary effect. You are burning fat from your liver and fat from your belly, but that's only secondary, right? The airport button. Okay, so what we do normally, the pilot flying, once we're above level 100, the pilot flying will switch on airport button there to kind of get a nice overview of where the airports are located around the aircraft. Right? Cool. Now, it doesn't really make sense that we're flying that fast, but I want to be getting my sequence into the holding. If I remember correctly, when you fly to Frankfurt, it was either 200 miles or 150 miles around the airport. That's the moment you enter that range ring, that's when ATC gives you your number in the approach. That's when they start sequencing you, okay? So it does make sense to fly fast up to a certain range inbound to Frankfurt, and then slow down afterwards. Yeah, I mean that's, you know, a lot of religious fasts. They are also there for cleansing, right? Get rid of excess, get rid of toxins, allow your body to regenerate. That's the idea. Oh yeah, I mean, there are failures here in this add-on that you can activate or have random failures. There are failures that would force you to land immediately in an emergency, yeah, absolutely. Arrival information. Alpha in Frankfurt. Yankee 25 right, and change that. Or 25 left. Radar vectoring. Careful not to mistake Mike when performing visual on 25 center. Birds. Transition level is 70. Don't enter that into the MCU right now. 70. We have wind. QNH is 992. No pressure. 200 at 14. And temperature is +4. So here we don't have to do cold temperature correction. All right. Hang on. Let's slow down. Ooh. And let's descend level 100. I don't want to get told off again. I have a deja vu. So Kerax level 110 or 100. Yeah, okay. Well, we're still okay. We don't have to panic, okay? We still have a bit to go. Let's do it somewhere here. Okay. But yeah, let's start this end. The VDGS? No, that's normally used. When does the sector start? Let me have a quick look here. VATSIM radar. Where does Frankfurt sector start? It's not here yet. I honestly don't know. I'm going to slow down here. Because I don't know where we're going to have to start contacting the arrival. And there's so many frequencies, I honestly don't know. Yeah, autopilot for now, yeah, correct. So let's go have a look at TCAS 2 below. That should be 27725. Let me try that.
Zero. Lufthansa 849, descent level 150.
Diesel level 150, Lufthansa 849.
Fraction 5 for uniform, descent level 160.
Yeah, let me go level 150 for
level
now.
160, fraction 5 for uniform.
On postman 4999, descent level 170.
170, postman 4999.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, descent level 200.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, down to flight level 200. Turkish 99, what about us?
What about us?
Yeah, Turkish 999, you are now going in. Turn left, direct Gapla, Golf Alpha Papa Lima Alpha.
Left Gapla, Turkish 99.
Oh, MAN. Thank you so much, gifting a sub. Oh no, hang on. Gifting 5 subs.
Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee, Roger, I call you back.
You're extended 557 as well.
MAN, I did say not the failures today, okay?
7557, copy Dreh.
MAN, vielen Dank. Gifting 5 subs. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Lange Hallo, die Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, level 150.
Yeah, Lufthansa 3 to Fox, Lang Hallo identified. Yeah, expect extensive delay. Proceed. Klar, Golf Alpha Papa Lima Alpha, expect holding there. Speed minimum please.
Okay, I understand. Direct to Golf Alpha Papa Lima Alpha from present position and expect holding there. Copied Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
All Express 759, flight level 220.
Yeah, World Express 759, Hallo identified. Proceed direct Gapla, Golf Alpha Papa Lima Alpha, expect several holdings.
No streamer privileges.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard
Gapla. Now let me check the charts, see if I can find some information.
Pick up their past first class. Thank you.
Gapla.
Lufthansa 3 Mike Alpha standby. And Lufthansa 3 Mike Alpha holding cancelled, cleared Kirax 5 Alpha arrival.
Holding cancelled, cleared Kirax 5 Alpha, Lufthansa 3 Mike Alpha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box info.
Let's just avert to Munich.
New subscribers should now
No,
pick up their
we don't give up that
first
easily.
class. Thank you.
And MAN, vielen Dank, gifting 5 subs. Oh my god.
Langen Radar, Servus Deal. Correction, Condor, 9 Charlie Echo Light, level 190 inbound Robar. Oh god, ja gut, Condor 9 Charlie Echo, Hallo identified. Speed minimum clean, expect several holdings.
Thank you much, MAN.
Reducing minimum clean, expecting several holdings. Condor 9 Charlie Echo.
Right, let me see if I can get infos.
Dann Lufthansa 3 Mike Alpha, speed 220
So I'm going to go to
knots,
Navigraph,
contact arrival
search
120805. Ciao.
Gapla as a fix.
Arrival 120805, Lufthansa 3 Mike
Hang on.
Alpha, danke fürs Losen, ciao.
Search.
Gut, Lufthansa 552, you're holding cancelled, right heading 190, descent level 110, speed 220 knots.
Gapla, there it is.
Right heading 190, descent 110, speed 220, Lufthansa 552.
Yeah, it doesn't give me any information regarding holding. Now we still got 40 miles to go. I'm going to slow down further.
Lufthansa 849, fly heading 190, descent level 110, holding cancelled.
So I'm going to go 220 knots, 40 miles to Gapla. Takes about another 10 minutes.
The 849, sorry. Lufthansa 849, holding cancelled, left heading 190, descent level 110.
dial gonna sound a bit.
Letter heading 190.
Still loud, isn't it?
110, Lufthansa 819.
The problem.
Confirmed double holding.
Yeah, Turkish 999, apologies. I'm coordinating with 4 people in the background. It's going somewhere. You are cleared, enter holding Gapla, inbound course 230 und right turns, please. Thank you.
230, right.
Problem solved.
Good, and for the Dresden, so Lufthansa 6 Kilo Yankee,
So,
holding
I just
cancel,
heard
fly
the
heading
inbound
060
course,
Dresden,
right turns.
exact vectors for now.
So I've entered that already into the holding page there.
Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee, exit holding and heading 060.
We're going to do all the calculations regarding how much holding fuel we have,
Ja, genau, von München
you know,
6
plan
routing,
B,
aber ich
etc.,
gebe dir erstmal
etc.
Vektor. You're hovering 7557, same goes to you, holding cancelled, turn right.
How loud is the ATC for you guys? Is this still too loud or?
Right turn heading, what was it, 160, sorry.
Negative, right
Oh,
turn,
hang on,
long
Pilot.
right turn, heading 060.
Heading 060 and confirm free speed, steering 7557.
So you want to
A-firm, free speed.
you want to send me? It's fine. Okay.
Lufthansa 849,
You wanna send me a video?
Arrival 125355, ciao.
And then I can pixel the blurred faces.
Lufthansa 552, just to
Yeah,
confirm,
come.
cleared Kirax 5 Alpha and direct Golf Echo Delta.
It's not that much of a work.
Cleared Kirax 5 Alpha, direct Golf Echo Delta, Lufthansa 552.
Genau, perfekt, sorry, danke. Dann Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo.
The wind and the ILS
holding-
Yankee with a steep of slope. Okay, let me have a
Okay,
look.
Lufthansa 552, apologies, mein Fehler, jetzt weiß ich wieder, was ich mir gedacht habe. War richtig. Lufthansa 552, heading 190, cancel star. Heading 190 ist richtig. Und dann zum Arrival 125355.
So,
Tut mir leid, ciao.
the wind
So, gehen wir zurück nach 190.
is southerly. It's a bit. It's like 50 degrees left offset, but I mean, it's still headwind component.
Dankeschön, ciao.
So you know,
So, then Golf Papa
The three-
Alpha Uniform Lima.
the
I am
3.2
sorry
degree
for the
slope.
delay, but I have good news. You're going down south. Proceed direct Mambu. You're holding cancelled. Direct Mike Alpha, Mike Bravo
so look here,
Uniform.
approach.
Direct Mambu, Golf Uniform Lima.
Correctamente. Condor 124.
So the Yankee
you
25
are the
right,
next lowest.
right, has 3.2
Your
degrees
holding
as you just
is
noticed, but
cancelled as well.
it's not that
Direct
steep.
Mambu. Mike Alpha,
right,
Mike
4
Bravo
degrees would be
Uniform.
steep, or 3.5 degrees would be steep, but 3.2 with some headwind, no problem.
Condor 124 lang.
Now we're going to be entering the holding pattern in a minute or two. It's always a good idea to switch on
Ja,
the
Condor
landing lights.
124. Holding can proceed direct Mambu. Mike Alpha, Mike Bravo Uniform.
Hold direct to Mambu, Condor 124.
How can two aircraft
Well, it's spread 759 on
hold
second.
at the same point? They will be at different altitude, so they will have at least 1,000
Ja,
feet
well, it's spread
separation,
759 proceed
vertical
direct
separation.
Mambu. Mike Alpha, Mike Bravo Uniform.
Also, what you can see here, I switched on the traffic collision avoidance system,
Then the Lufthansa 541 holding cancel.
so I can see other traffic. Right?
Holding cancel direct.
You're 5 by kilo, 11,200. Roger.
Und Lufthansa 9er Lima, hello identified. Direct Mambu. Mike Alpha,
Good.
Mike Bravo
So I'm going to enter
Uniform.
the new approach.
Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee, contact München.
So Yankee 25 right.
Und zwar...
I'm just put no star
okay,
and no
perfect.
via. Why? Because we're already inbound.
Ja, so. Lufthansa 5 Kilo Yankee, contact München Radar 126. That's
To the holding.
065, ciao.
So we have to get radar vectors
126, that's 065.
later on.
Danke, servus.
So all I've done now,
You're holding 7557, call München 126065. Danke auch, ciao.
is I've got the holding there. Blimey, we're so far away from.
Danke, ciao. Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, enter holding at Gapla, inbound course 230 und right turn.
Okay, Kepler holding 230 inbound, right turns, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot.
So, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo, holding cancelled, descent level 1.
Now we can see it as we get closer.
Cleared 5 Alpha.
Yeah, TCAS should be always on, yes. So I can see there's an aircraft 2,000 feet higher than me, and there's one 3,000 feet lower, and there's one same altitude. Now, I'm under radar control, so it's under responsibility of the controller to make sure that I get the separation to other aircraft. Right? We are under IFR rules.
Good. Well, it's the 759er, contact Langen, 125.
So I would assume that traffic is actually now already flying away from the holding.
Condor 124, contact Langen,
So we should be fine here.
Ciao.
Hey Nate! Wie geht's? How are you?
Lufthansa 9er Lima, contact Langen, 125.
My wife.
Ciao.
Yeah, thanks Nate. My wife looked at me, she asked, she said, you're not streaming today, are you? And I said, yeah.
Lufthansa 9er
I am.
Lima, contact Langen,
And she gave me that look.
125.
You know, the wife look, like,
Lufthansa 541.
you sure about that?
Contact Langen, 1252. Ciao.
And she was right. I have a really sore throat again. It's really hurting from the talking. The problem is, yeah, you know that look, right? And the problem is, now I have to pretend that I don't have a sore throat. Because if I tell my wife that I have a sore throat, she's going to say, I told you so. Right? So, yeah. That's that, right? I mean...
Then Air Belgium,
Yeah, she will know, probably.
many thanks for
But
the
I wanted to
patience.
stream.
You made it. Holding cancelled,
Right.
right heading.
I wanted to fly today. That's some
level
event.
110.
Knowing it's going to be busy.
Roger, thanks very much. Right.
No, she's not watching the stream now. Dennis, it is.
Good, and fraction 5
True
for
words.
uniform, you made it as well.
So
Holding
being a
cancelled,
simmer and a
right
streamer
heading 240,
is a life
descent
full of
level
lies.
120.
Absolutely.
Right, 240.
Well said,
And
well said.
That is 120, fraction 5 for uniform.
Right. Let's reduce the speed even more. And let's go towards green dot. What's green dot?
Good, Condor 9er, Charlie, Echo.
So green dot is an airspeed that's continuously computed by the flight management system.
Alpha, expect several holdings.
Gabler expecting several holdings.
By the flight management computer, depending on weight, depending on air, on atmospheric conditions, etc. And it will compute an airspeed
Yeah, nee,
that gives you
205, wrong frequency. Go
the,
back to
the
previous
maximum
frequency and verify.
lift
So wrong. Go back to
to the
previous
least
and
of
verify.
drag. So literally, it's an airspeed that you
Thank you. Good
burn
evening.
the less or the
Fraction
least
5 for
fuel.
uniform, contact,
Now,
Leibel,
of course, we're flying very slow.
10805. Ciao.
1208.
So you're not burning much fuel. The problem is you're not getting
Air Belgium,
very far
PLA,
very
contact
quickly, right?
Leibel, 120805.
But right
Ciao.
now, because we're flying holding, we're flying circles in the sky, we don't have to get
Thank
somewhere
you, sir, for
quickly.
the patience.
Hence,
Condor 9er,
in a
Charlie,
holding, we do
Echo,
fly
enter
green dot
holding
speed.
at Gabler,
Hey, Sergio.
inbound
Always
code
nice.
23055.
yeah, I know, right?
Enter holding at Gabler inbound.
Sergio, I hope you're doing well.
Right,
Nice to see you.
Condor 9er.
Good, Eurowings 9er Mike, good news. You finished
Marcus?
this holding, now the next. Proceed direct
not
to
necessarily,
Kerak.
Marcus.
Enter holding
Think
at
about it.
Kerak as published.
What would, if you have a dual engine failure, Marcus, and you're flying green dot, what will that give you?
Genau. Eurowings 9er Mike, good news is your number 2. Also sollte relativ schnell gehen.
Yeah, Holger.
Dann Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, same goes to you. This holding
Yeah, I'm
is
still
cancelled.
fighting with a
Proceed
bit of a
direct
cold.
Kerak. Enter holding at Kerak
I
is
still have
published. Your number 2.
Stuffy nose and some cough and a sore throat. Yeah, Marcus. So, the thing is,
Langen, Lufthansa 351 Alpha, Silver 130.
Ah, yeah, Lufthansa 1 Romeo Kilo,
So,
apologies. Call arrival
the green dot will
12805.
mean you're gonna sink, so the sink rate will be at the minimum, right?
Post Lufthansa 351 Alpha, hello, identified.
The
Turn
problem
right
is,
360, expect several holding.
if you have to go a certain
Heading
distance,
360, Roger, Lufthansa 351 Alpha.
it's not necessarily the best speed. It may be more. It may be better to fly just a tad faster. So to get to the tangent on the graph, right?
And Lufthansa 351 Alpha, any altitude you want.
So yes, you're gonna be at a bit higher descent rate, but you're gonna glide faster towards your intended airport of landing, right?
Und Lufthansa 351 Alpha, climb flight level 160 for the holding.
160, Lufthansa 351 Alpha.
Well, there's two things. So you have the best angle of glide, and you have the best rate of glide. It's the same for the climb, right? So you have a climb speed that gives you the best rate of climb in sense of vertical speed, but if you want to reach a certain level at the fastest possible time, it's not the speed which gives you the max rate of climb. So there are differences. Exactly, the X and the Y, right? And it's the same for a glide. So initially, what you would do initially, of course, if you have dual engine failure and you don't know where you're going initially, well, you would go towards green dot. That will buy you the most time initially, right? But once you know where you're going, then you may actually speed up a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit to increase your ground speed, right? To get
Turkish 999er, descent, flight level 200.
Well, I would have to look at a graph. The question is, I mean, you're not really pressed on time in that case. But I mean, without any engine, green dot doesn't mean anything. Well, it still means something. It still gives you the least amount of drag for the lift that you're getting. So you're buying time, right? I would say that's a speed where you will stay aloft longest, right?
Postman 4, 999 expedite descent.
So initially, that's exactly what you would do.
Can expect to leave.
Yeah, I've got herpes there. Have you seen that? Yeah, had a big herpes.
Okay, Roger, we'll expedite the descent and expect to leave within 249 Nana.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Lufthansa 351 Alpha. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7 people at front. So, climb flight level 180, direct Kerax, enter holding at Kerax as published.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, level 180, direct Kerax, enter Kerax holding as published.
Yeah,
oh,
Marcus.
Genau, sorry, ich habe dich da ein bisschen später eingefangen.
Marcus, it is the performance things with all the graphs, and then the questions regarding best rate, best climb, best least drag, lift, and best lift speed, etc. So the question is always the most practical use. Yeah, I mean, that's something different. I mean, of course, if you want to get max rate of descent, of course, the faster you fly, the more drag you're creating. Hence, you can descend fastest, right? But there's only a few things that are interesting performance-wise for a pilot.
Holding cancelled, turn right, direct Kerax, enter holding at Kerax as published.
Okay, holding is cancelled, turning right direct to Kerax, and then Kerax enter published holding. Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
Yeah, correct. At the moment you're number 5. It should not be that long as of now.
Fantastic. Sounds good. Thanks for the info, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
Yeah, you're welcome. Turkish 9er, descent level 170.
170.
All right, let's enter that. Insert. We have nav to Kirax, and then we'll check the holding. So with that engine, so green dot speed will provide you the max glide distance. It gives you best lift drag ratio, yeah, and yes, drag is total is minimum there. Yeah, okay, so it gives you the max glide distance.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black.
There we go. Now Sajil is a training captain, so he knows his stuff there absolutely.
Romeo, enter holding at Gabler.
Hey Lewis, Happy New Year. Dankeschön, thanks for 31 months.
Right turn into holding at the gap line.
Right, let's have a look at the chart. Happy New Year. Right, let me prepare Kirax. Let me go Kirax arrival here. And there we have the Kirax holding. It's inbound, 1960 degrees, right turns. So Kirax, hold, 196, right turn, insert.
Good, postman for 999 holding cancelled.
Cool.
Kirax 5 Alpha arrival. Thanks.
So we'll clear up Gapler here.
Unit hold cancelled, cleared Kirax 5 Alpha. Postman for 999.
How far away are we from Frankfurt?
Turkish Turkish 999 descent flight level 140.
140.
70 miles. Blimey.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha descent flight level 13.
I'm following to Kirax. Okay, nice.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, descent level 130.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, descent level 12.
That is something I remember as well. If you're heavier, you have to descend faster, but you still be on the same descent angle that way.
Okay, dann Eurowings 9er Mike
Yep.
Mike, descent flight level 110.
Level 110.
Yeah, that's correct.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, descent flight level 120.
You're right. I can use leader charts. I totally forgot. I've just not been in the sim for ages, so. But you are correct. Oh, Bremen. Hang on. Where's Frankfurt? There's Frankfurt. Arrivals. Kirax. There's Kirax. 5 Alpha arrival thereafter.
Yep, Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, thanks. You had an open line check, push the talk.
So what could be
Good, then Condor Charlie
is
Echo, this holding is cancelled, direct Kirax, left or right.
that we may get cleared afterwards to
holding
Kirax 5 Alpha. So I think what is good to do
Kirax, enter holding Kirax is published.
is re-enter the Kirax 5 Alpha. So let me do that.
903 Romeo, Gabler holding is cancelled. Proceed
And then
direct
hold
Kirax.
Kirax.
Enter holding at Kirax and publish.
From Kirax, it's Gedan, 407, 408, 411,
393
412,
Romeo correct, and make it a right turn
4116, and then downwind.
Right turn direct.
Yep.
Thank you. Postman 49990 on B220 knots on call arrival 120805. Great job, John.
Speed 220, arrival 120805. Postman 49999. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye bye.
But, you know, no joke. I mean, there's the traffic ahead of me. The whole thing regarding performance, in theory, is quite, I would say complex. I mean, it's extensive, right? You have so many different cases. You can spend hours and hours, right, evaluating all these different concepts regarding, you know, best optimal flight levels,
Okay, good.
There's so many things. So when you do your training, ATPL training,
to 20 miles spacing, so it should not
there's
be
a
that
lot of
long.
stuff you have to go through, and you have to learn and then pass the tests. Right?
Mike, your number 1.
The thing is,
Kilo, your number
I would say
2.
maybe even unfortunately,
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, your number 3. Turkish 909er, your number
while
4.
you are
Lufthansa
working as an
3
airline
Fox,
pilot,
your number 5.
you will
Condor
lose a
9
lot of
Charlie
that
Echo, your
background
number
knowledge
6,
because you will literally
393
not come
Romeo,
across
you
these
are number 7.
theoretical things, right? There are a few things you will come across, from time to time or more regularly.
Eurowings 9 Mike, now
But
it's your turn. Holding cancelled, cleared Kirax 5 Alpha.
it's one of those things again, theory compared to practice, right? But it's always good. It's always a good thing to come back from time to time and revisit that theory, freshen up your memory, freshen up your knowledge base again. And guys, I've shown this several times on my streams. I had a seminar which very nicely showcased or showed me or explained to me
disconnected apparently, so you're number 1 now. Descent level 110.
What happens
Lufthansa 351 Alpha,
over time
descent level 110.
with your knowledge base, right?
Turkish 999, you're now number 2.
So
descent level 120.
120.
let's draw 2 axes here.
Lufthansa 32 Fox, number 3, descent level 130.
Descent level 130, Lufthansa 32 Fox. Now, let's do that vertical speed.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, you're number 4, descent level
Vertical speed
140.
130 blue.
Descending flight level 140.
So let's do that, right? So we have
Easy 393 Romeo, you are the number.
You have 2 axes, right?
Number 5 und descent level 150.
So this is time. This is knowledge. And let me
contact arrival 120.
let me do 2 colors. So this is knowledge, right? KN knowledge. And
genau, sorry.
red color is experience.
Eurowings 9 Mike A-Firm 120805. Dankeschön, ciao.
So what happens with your experience, right? As you start working,
Lufthansa 5 Mike Kilo, back on frequency.
you will gain experience. So experience level will go up until you reach a good level, and then you've been to all the airports, you've seen all kinds of weather, had all kinds of maintenance issues, whatever, right? So your experience goes up. Now,
Lufthansa 894, hello,
the problem is, as you leave flight school, right, you have a certain knowledge base, knowledge level, but your knowledge level will naturally decrease over time to a certain level. So you will keep good knowledge of things that you come across time and time again, right? But you will not know and remember all the things you learned at flight school, right? So airline pilots, and not just that, I mean there's other professions as well, but I'm talking about airline pilots. So we as airline pilots, we are, well, let's say we are expected to restudy, to go and refresh our own memory and knowledge level. And that way, every time that you go back, right, you will freshen up and increase your knowledge level again, right? So this is something you should do.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, holding cancelled.
So one of the big danger things is that on everyday operations,
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, that's
with your knowledge base and your experience, sorry, the experience, you can handle the normal daily operations, right? But
Lufthansa 89,
one of the mean things is, when will you know that you're missing a piece of knowledge that you have acquired in flight school or at some time, but now suddenly you need it and you're missing it? Well, exactly when you are coming across it. So, exactly, you don't know what you don't know. Exactly that. And yes, of course, there are others, any pilots, be it private pilot or, airline pilot, it doesn't matter, right? Everyone should have their own
Turkish 909 or descent
discipline.
level 110.
That's why you need a young FO2. Yeah, that's true. It helps.
Fox, descent level 120.
Descent level 120, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot. It does help, absolutely. Vertical speed,
Condor 9
120.
Charlie Echo, descent level 130. Flight level 130, Condor 9 Charlie Echo. EC393 Romeo.
And that's
descent
why
level
these
140.
flight simulator tests or the check flights are a good thing. And it's a good thing that we have to do them every half year. Why?
Lufthansa 894, descent level
Because you're
150.
forced. That way you're actually forced to go back to your books and study again. And at least know the important things. Right? So that the need to know things.
And Turkish 909er, expect one more round. I call you.
Repeat this, Turkish 999.
Let's go.
Yep, Turkish 999er, expect one more round in the holding.
So it's
one
echo
more
information.
I call you. Expect one more round, I call you.
Roger,
So we have 4 degrees still. Yep, 4992 is correct. 70 and wind 200 at 11 now. I'll enter that here. 200 at 11. Oops. Enter that. And the minimum. Again, no need for correction here. Minimum for the approach. Oh, so many charts. Tempo ILS 25 left, no, 25 right. Where's Yankee 25 right? GLS, I don't want GLS, ILS. Good God. It's probably going to be the last one. Hang on. Yankee, there it is. Blimey. Good, 25 right Yankee. Minimum is Charlie. Yeah, that gradient we could do 560.
Langude, Condor 4 and 5 on the Kerak.
Time for another beer. I wish. One thing I've neglected, which I'm not proud of, is the fuel monitoring. Right, that's something very critical in IRL. This is something we continuously monitor. Right, so
Condor 415 on Hado identified.
You know, we would check first of all that our alternate still has valid weather, right? So let's have a look here. Stuttgart. Currently, little wind, broken 1200, rain showers, few CBs, nothing major. 3 degrees, nothing major. So Stuttgart is valid. We'll take Stuttgart. For Stuttgart, at the missed approach point, we need a minimum fuel value of 2.2 tons, right? So what we have to determine is how much fuel we expect to take from Kerax to the missed approach point. And so the trick is to estimate the track miles. And then you could be a bit more conservative. And you could pretend and say, I'm going to be flying the whole transition, right? So you have these DME or the mileages, 13, so we've got 16, 31, 37, 41, 45, 49, 53, 57. Then we're going to assume turning final, 57, let's do 5, 62, and then we have another, well, that's 30 miles. To make it easy, 100 miles, okay? That's very conservative.
Confirm you're okay there in the holding? You're quite far north?
Let's assume we're flying 240 knots ground speed. That means we're doing 4 miles per minute.
Altitude. Cleared level was level 140.
4 miles per minute. And we have a current fuel flow of about 2,000 kilograms per hour.
5 Papa, flight level 180, direct.
So let's do 2000
Lufthansa 5 Papa, hello, identified. Descent flight level 1
divided by 60. So we take about 30, let's say 35 kilograms in total per minute. Right. 4 miles a minute, 100 miles, means we take 25 minutes. So the longest, worst case, from Karax to the missed approach point is about 25 minutes, okay? 25 minutes times 35 kilograms per minute gives us 875 kilograms. Right, so we need approximately 900 kilograms from Karax missed approach point. So now I add the 900 to the 2.2, and that gives me 3.1 tons. So, by my calculation, the latest we have to leave the holding pattern to reach Stuttgart with all the required minimum fuel values is 3.1 tons. We currently have 4.1, so now I know I have 1 more ton that I can burn here over Karax in the holding. And 1 ton is about 30 minutes. Right. So that's why, you know, we do these calculations.
Turkish 999 are correct. And just to confirm,
yes, you have an MCDU. The problem is when the MCDU doesn't reflect the normal approach, you know, distances, or if there's a discontinuity in there, then you may have a wrong fuel calculation. And so I'll be very careful with what the MCDU tells you, right? I've always calculated the way I've just demonstrated manually. Yeah. Thank you, Sachio. Let's see, there's a discussion going on. Flying Fox. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. That's how I've always said. For me, at the moment, with the current technology that we have available to us pilots in the airliners, I would not walk onto an aircraft and fly if there's only one pilot. Right. Simply because we try to make a safety net, right? As one pilot, I can only provide part of the net, right? So when you have someone else, a second person with good experience, with good training, you can see you're making these holes a lot smaller, right? So the net gets much better, much tighter. If you have a third person, even better, right? So yeah, I mean, you know, at the moment, I honestly, in an emergency case, yes, one pilot can land the aircraft safely, right? But to continuously operate hours and hours and hours on end, long days, over long periods of time, many years, you need more than one pilot. It's a simple fact. Hey, go around flaps, that's a really nice saying. There's a quote about a pilot. You start with a bag full of luck and an empty bag of experience. The trick is to fill the bag of experience before you empty the bag of luck. Nice one. Voyager, in order to reduce stress, this estimation can be done before takeoff, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, Voyager, yes. if everything runs according to plan, yes. Absolutely. The problem is, Voyager, we're just seeing that we make a rerouting, a different holding pattern, a different arrival routing. So you've got to be able to do that calculation quickly if needed. I have, Nate. Yeah, absolutely.
Condor 225, hello, identified. Descent flight level 180, minimum.
The thing is, so Nate, another interesting thing. Right. Would I hold now until I have 3.1 tons?
Jump cargo for Delta Romeo.
Only if I hear... So let's say I'm getting to 3.5 tons. Then I would ask ATC for my number. Not my telephone number, no, for my sequence number. Right? And if he says to me, you're still number 8, and then I say, okay, so what's my expected approach time? And he says, in about 30 minutes. Well, then I'm going to say, well, it doesn't make sense to burn valuable fuel, i.e. manual, valuable time here in the holding, if there's no chance.
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, you're next. Descent flight level 110.
Okay, thank you much. Descent level 110, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot. This, I can tell you...
Genau. Expect well inbound Kirax for star clearance. So yeah, 2 minutes or so.
Okay, perfect. Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot. So...
Jo, danke für die Geduld.
I get it. So the thing is that this IRL, not joking, when you are in a situation...
And to everyone, I guess. Thank you very much for the patience. I guess it's not many from the earlier holdings. But I just got word we had 8 holdings open.
Wow.
With roughly 100 people. So thank you very much for the patience. It took close to 2 hours to dissolve that, but thanks for the patience. Great job.
Yeah, great job. Well done. Amazing. I mean, I can say, and people have been commenting as well on my Discord. I mean, Frankfurt Fridays, and that's a question someone had as well. Frankfurt Fridays have become extremely busy. And and just like London controllers, Frankfurt controllers, and there's many other controllers which are doing an absolute superb job. And it's so fascinating to see that when they're flying here online on VATSIM, that literally it's like flying IRL. Right? These people are using real world procedures. It is, Bruno, yeah, it is.
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, ich befürchte, es ist soweit. Holding cancelled, cleared Kirax 5 Alpha arrival.
Ja, das ist wunderbar. Kirax 5 Alpha cleared Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, danke. So, I'm going to press immediate exit, which means now the holding is cancelled in the FMS or the MCU, and now we just follow the transition. Ja, Ian, jetzt wird stressig. That's true.
Lufthansa 32 Fox, speed 220 knots und call arrival 120805. Danke für die Geduld, schönes Wochenende, ciao.
Ja, vielen Dank für den tollen Service. Hat Spaß gemacht. 120850 und ebenfalls schönes Wochenende, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot.
Nicht ganz. 120805, die not pick up.
20805. Danke, ciao.
Genau, ciao.
So, he's nice. 805.
Okay, add 220 speed, Golf Uniform Lima.
Lufthansa 541, ist your clean edge set a standard?
8.
Uh-oh.
Das ist doof. Naja, okay. Turkish 99,
das ist doof. So he asked, is your altimeter still on standard? And he should be on QNH. And the other guy said, yeah. And he says, oh, that's bad. Exactly.
Lima, hello, information echo.
Right, I need to call in, right? What info do we have? Hang on. Information, Frankfurt, arrival, 80s. Information echo.
Das war irgendwie Block, call sign again?
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Juliet.
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Juliet, hello, you are identified. Expect that is Yankee 25 right, information echo.
Echo is copied and expect 25 right, Lufthansa 7 Alpha Juliet.
Lufthansa 351 Alpha, contact director with call sign.
Yeah, exactly. So he was flying standard and he should have had QNH.
1720, call sign only, Lufthansa 351 Alpha, bye bye.
Lufthansa 829, descend 5000 feet, QNH 992.
I'm sorry if I missed questions, guys. It's kind of busy there, and I was talking a lot about calculations.
Lufthansa 541, descend 5000 feet.
I'm just going to go scroll through the
present heading.
comments and questions. If anyone has a good question and would like me to answer, now would be a good time before it gets hectic with the approach. Island Amt, die Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, level 110, information echo.
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, Servus, Info Echo, expected as Yankee approach number 25 right.
Expecting Yankee 25 right, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, danke. Alrighty. Good, there's a couple things to do still. I was stuck on the calculations.
Uniform Lima, direct
Well, now when it's 25 right, we have runway wet.
407 and follow the arrival.
Because it's got rain showers.
Descend to, sorry, 20% again.
Descend flight level 70.
4 degrees plus,
Down to
992.
70, Golf Uniform Lima.
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, descend flight level 70, confirm speed to 20.
Descend level 70, A firm, maintain speed to 20, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot.
Thank you.
Could we just have vectors for 407
Now let's do radio speeds.
initially, Golf Uniform Lima?
Roger, turn left heading 300.
Right, let's do
Left
orbit
300, Golf
low.
Uniform Lima.
Flap full is fine. Order thrust off.
Lufthansa 2453, Servus, information Echo.
John tomorrow. John, that's really, really kind.
25 right,
And
453 and
I would. I tell you what.
Echo, contact director 127, 280.
So those that have gifted me the 5 subs today, John Tomara, MAN, and LH Virtual.
To avoid wake, turn left heading 055.
I'm gonna write your names down on the list, and that way we'll do that for the next time. As mentioned, that you can choose one failure, and we'll do one spin of the wheel regarding the failures.
Turkish 99,
So John, once again, thank you so much for your 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Thanks so much.
Lufthansa 541, turn left direct 411, follow the arrival again.
At what temperature do you apply corrections? Well, I mean, I would honestly.
Lufthansa 829, contact director 127.
So you're supposed to, at 20 degrees below ESA, you're supposed to do that. But I would say it makes sense at 15 degrees below ESA. Hey, look at you.
Echo expected as Yankee approach 25 right.
Sim Caesar, happy new year to you.
I approach 25 right and
Why is it drawing that weird thing there?
Yankee 25 right.
408. Sim Caesar.
Yankee 25 right and information. Please repeat that, sorry, apologies. You're in control.
Just entering some speed constraint
Echo
now.
is clear.
Broken
Back at
toilet.
information echo.
So Sim Caesar, thank you so much. Would a resub at least get me a map light failure? Oh yes, absolutely. Sim Caesar, big shout out guys. If you don't know Sim Caesar, please check out his channel here on Twitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black
Yeah,
Box.
exactly, like 15 degrees below
Lufthansa
ESA.
Lima, descend flight level 70 and expected as Yankee approach 255.
And Ozo, 2 kilo, 7 months already. Ozo, thank you so much for the 7 months. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year.
541, contact director 127.
This is something I don't understand. Why is it drawing that so weird?
Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot, maintain present heading.
Maintain present heading, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot. Heading. That solves the problem,
Can you
but
confirm that Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima is following the Cadet 5 Alpha approach? Arrival.
Uniform Lima A firm and turn left heading 250.
that's weird. Never seen that.
250 for Golf Uniform Lima.
John, thanks so much.
Frankfurt approach, Gute Condor 9 Charlie Echo, flight level 110 on the Kerak.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be something with...
9 Charlie Echo, Servus, information Echo correct, expect ILS Yankee 25 right, descend flight level 80.
Expecting ILS Yankee 25 right, descending flight level 80.
Danke. Peter's good.
Turkish 99, squawk 1000 please,
So
descend
he's go
5000 feet,
70.
QNH 992.
Maintain present heading.
Walk 1000, descent.
Yeah, so regarding the ATSU
and QNH 992.
and the messages, it's probably a delay message.
992 QNH 699.
There we go. True, that's a good point. That we would. So how do we do an overfly? There's a button here with a triangle.
Turkish 99, turn left, heading 1.
So we press overfly, enter that onto that Delta Fox 408, Now you see the triangle behind that.
7 Alpha Juliet, contact.
Insert.
Direct.
Yeah.
127.280, call 10 only.
That does fix it, but still, I mean, it's weird that it painted it.
To Foxtrot, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 992.
Send 5,000, kitch 992, Lufthansa 32 Foxtrot. Vertical speed out blue, 5,000, 992 is set.
Please take your seat again and fasten the seatbelt. Make sure
Lots of talking.
your tray table folded away.
Turkish 99, turn left direct Delta
So,
Fox for
quick briefing,
and follow the
out of 5,000, Delta Fox 430, 246 inbound,
Turkish 99, turn left direct Delta
minus
Fox
3.2 degrees,
and follow the arrival.
minimum 560 feet,
Delta Fox 411, Turkish 99.
missed approach, via the waypoints 490, 491, 492,
5,000 feet, QNH 992.
then to MEFTO.
Lufthansa 2453
That's all correctly programmed.
Left turn 020, descend flight level.
And we're climbing 5,000 feet. Sector
descent flight level
is all around 4,300.
Repeat my turn instruction for 2453.
Any special threats?
020.
Left turn 020,
Weather?
Lufthansa 2453.
Some rain, but nothing.
Wings 27 Alpha,
nothing
to
major.
check miles. Left turn heading
Lots of traffic.
030 and descend flight level 70.
VNAV performance, hard to say, because we didn't really do any standard VNAV percent.
170 Charlie, descend flight level 70.
Chat, that's true. That's a chat, exactly.
Turkish 99, when able, please
Good.
set squawk 1000.
For the landing performance, we calculated with auto brake low,
Squawk 1000, Turkish 99.
and that will give us
Lufthansa Lima, descent rate 1,500
about
or more.
1,500
Information, 1 o'clock
more than 1,500 meters
right to left, leveling off 80. George descent rate, please, 1,500
buffer, so no problem there. Oh, disregard, hang on, disregard. No, disregard. That's wrong. Hang on, I'm talking.
Golf Uniform Lima, fly heading 2.
It's only 500 meters, 40 meters margin, which is still fine.
250 down to 5,000 on 992.
But it's not the 4,000 meters,
The
2,800.
2453, turn right direct 4, correction, right direct 411 and follow arrival again.
Quite a lot of rain coming in there.
Delta Fox 411, Lufthansa 245.
What's the temperature? +1. Time for engine anti-ice.
Frankfurt arrival, hello, Condor Flight 1, flight level 110.
That's a G.
Condor 4
True.
and 1, hello.
It would be a bit silly to
to
flare over the touchdown zone.
Expect ILS Yankee
Right, I agree.
25 right, Condor Flight 1.
Look at all the traffic.
During 27 Alpha, right turn heading 100.
Right heading 100, you're
Blue line, look at all the traffic.
Turkish 99, contact director 127.280, call 10 altitude.
127, 280, Turkish 99, call 10.
Crazy.
Easy 1 for Alpha, the winds are disgusting tonight, therefore the aircraft in front is flying another speed than you. Left turn heading 030, please.
Left turn 030, easy 1 for Alpha.
So it's not your fault, it's just the wind.
I have a
I don't
feeling.
know what's happening tonight.
I have a feeling that we're going to be behind that guy. So he's going to go here.
Condor 7 Lima Charlie, turn right, and I say again, turn right, heading 080.
Who knows?
When you say right, then 080, Condor 7 Lima Charlie.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, expect turn in 8 miles.
Copy. Macht ihr keinen Wet-Check bei nasser Bahn? Wie du
Golf Uniform Lima, please check QNH set to 992. Local QNH now attained.
I'm not sure what you mean. I have no reverse.
992 at 5,000, Golf Uniform Lima.
Thank you. Easy 1 for Alpha, right turn heading 055.
So I rarely calculate with reverse for that reason.
55 and director 127, 280, easy 1 for Alpha, schönen Dank.
Lufthansa 2453, descend 5000, QNH 992.
Descent 5000 on QNH 992, Lufthansa 2453.
Your wings 2, correction, your wings 27 Alpha, left direct 411.
Left direct 411, you're still up.
My favorite plane to fly IRL was the 747.
Condor 7 Lima Charlie, turn right.
That was
turn
my
right,
absolute favorite aircraft to
070
fly.
now.
Right turn 070, Condor 7 Charlie.
Condor 481, make a full circle to the left.
Guys, we still have
sorry, please again.
to monitor
Full
fuel,
circuit to the left, please.
right? So I think
Roger, Connor Flight 1.
we have
Connor 9 Charlie Echo, present heading,
about,
descent flight level 70.
so that's 5, that's 10. Then another, let's say 20
Lufthansa 9
outbound,
Lima, present heading, and
30,
I call you back.
35. I would say we still have about 50 miles
Lufthansa
at
3 to
least.
Foxtrot, left direct 411 for the arrival.
Left Delta Fox 41, and then the arrival of Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 9 Lima, descent 5000
Right,
feet,
so
QNH
we have
993.
Delta Fox 41.
2,500.
Lol. Is that the Feldberg? Could be.
Lufthansa 827,
That's why you have 4,300 as
Lufthansa
MSA.
2453, QNH 993, contact
To the
director
north of the
127
airport, we have the Feldberg. Well, let's talk about Voyager. Remember, we need 2.2 tons at the missed approach point.
During 27 Alpha, descent 5000.
50 miles, about 15 minutes. 15 minutes times 35 kilograms.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, re-advise QNH 993.
993, 3 to Foxtrot.
Golf Uniform Lima, QNH
993 is checked.
993, Golf Uniform Lima.
So that's about 500 kilograms.
QNH 993. Condor
You know, the 3.1 was at the holding, Kerax Voyager.
75,000 over QH 9.
But we're not in the holding anymore, so we're now in the approach.
Condor 70 Charlie, descent 5000 feet, QNH 993.
So yeah, I would estimate we touch down at 3 tons. That's my
Lufthansa
estimate.
827, make a full circle to the right.
Flight insane, yeah, that's true.
Condor
Normally,
481, descent flight level 70, and follow arrival again.
normally I didn't press the
Follow arrival again.
Lapse timer.
During 27 Alpha, contact director.
Normally we take about 40 minutes from Bremen to Frankfurt.
47280, confirm only, you're
So now it's been a lot longer.
Golf Uniform Lima, left turn heading 100.
Left 100, Golf Uniform Lima.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. And the 747 has so many backup systems. It has so many generators, packs, hydraulic systems, engines. You just do not have to worry.
827, you're not following the arrival anymore. Ah, never mind, ich habe dir gerade einen Circle gegeben. Ich bin einfach nur doof. Switch bad. Info Fox, expected at Yankee 255.
Expecting out at Yankee 255, kein Problem, Lufthansa.
Oh, you mean the total hours? No, not really. So I was actually surprised.
Who called, sorry?
So just before my retirement, I contacted my company and asked them to give me a printout of all my flight hours. And so they did, because everything's logged at the airline. And so they gave me everything, including the simulator hours. But for the pure flying hours, block hours, it was only 17,500. I actually thought I had more than 20,000. But looking back, I did have some years where I only worked part-time.
Left 080, Golf Uniform Lima.
So I didn't fly full-time all the time.
Condor 70 Charlie to gain some check miles, left turn 360.
And then there were some crises, right? We had COVID, we had
Full circuit to the right.
you know, volcanoes, we had SARS, we had
Golf Uniform Lima.
you name it.
Golf Uniform Lima, negative, you fly heading 080 please.
080 for Golf Uniform Lima.
Condor 70 Charlie, traffic information. Coming up on the 12 o'clock is a TBM 8. He's crossing left to right at same level. Minimum distance will be 3.5.
Roger, Condor 70.
Right, let's see, we're out of rain, but I'm going to leave the engine until it's running, even though we're not in clouds, but looking at the cloud layers here, we're going to enter clouds in a few seconds or minutes anyways.
Fine, at 25 kilo, make a full circle to the
yeah, the weather radar shows that as well, right?
Sending 70 and full circle to the left, right?
It's 393 Romeo, are you on the
Right, checklist time.
Roger.
So,
393 uniform,
checklist,
hello,
Barber
maintain
ref,
heading,
993 set. Seatbelts on, minimum bar row, 560 feet. And
70 Charlie, turn right direct 411
auto brake
for the arrival again.
is low.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, contact director 127.280, call sign only.
27280, course on only, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, bye.
Golf Uniform Lima, contact director.
Engine mode selector is normal, and that's the
27280, Golf Uniform Lima.
Speed 180 until 5, easy 15.
Lufthansa 2453, speed 180 knots.
Hey Lee, wie geht's?
180 knot 2453.
Welcome aboard the Captain.
Director, Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima.
Could new subscribers please make it?
Lee, vielen Dank, 64 months, Happy New Year Lee, wie geht's dir? I'm sure you're enjoying your holidays, right?
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Druid, 365 and the speed.
Good evening.
Going 27 Alpha Top, right heading 220.
Like Namen Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
The correct Going 727 Alpha Top, right heading 220.
Right at 220, you're ring 27.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, arrival.
So it's always a good idea. Try to call in, and then even if the ATC doesn't reply to you straight away, just wait a few seconds. Because he may have heard you, but he's already mentally formulated an instruction for another aircraft.
Director, Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima.
Golf Uniform Lima, director, hello, report your final approach.
So he will try to, you know, get his...
Final approach speed 120, up to 4 DME 180.
Much appreciated, thank you.
Yeah, he will try to get the message out to the other aircraft first, and then they'll contact you.
Going 27 Alpha 10 right, direct Delta Foxtrot 480, clear Dallas Yankee 25 right.
7 right, direct. Delta Foxtrot 480, cleared ILS Yankee 25 right, you're in 27 Alpha.
Lufthansa 2453, clear Dallas Yankee 25 right.
Cleared ILS Yankee 25 right, Lufthansa 2453.
Director, good day, Condor 7, Sally.
Condor 7, Lima,
John, that's a very good question. And it's something you have to consider, right? It's always a weighing of risks and benefits, right? So let me ask you that question, or anybody here. Let's say with London, right? London has that quite often, where you'd be in landbound holding at level 90.
Turkish 999, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5, goodbye.
So, and let's say you still expect another 25 minutes holding. Very theoretical. But the question is, would you have the seatbelt signs on? Yes or no? What would be the benefits of having them off? So Gilles, you see that from a passenger point of view, right? You're thinking seatbelt signs off means I can go to the toilet. Exactly.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, right heading 220.
Right, 220, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Heading. Now, for me, I'm seeing some risks. Holding pattern, wake turbulence, right? Potentially, some, I don't know, it's a very theoretical, but here's my take. Now, of course, I mean, 20 minutes is a long time, but...
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, direct Delta Foxtrot 480, clear Dallas Yankee 25 right.
Direct Delta Fox 480, and from there, clear Dallas Yankee 25 right. Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, speed 200.
Speed back 200, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Right, flaps 1, speed is checked, flaps 1. So, I would weigh the, you know, the remaining flight time, and then my experience is if someone really has to my experience is that if someone needs to go to the toilet, they will go no matter if the seatbelt signs are on or off. Right?
Frankfurt direct, the good Condor 9 Charlie Echo.
Condor 9 Charlie Echo, arrival good.
So, yeah, I would not make it so much dependent on the altitude. I would make it dependent on the remaining flight time that we expect, right? So per se, being below 10,000 feet doesn't require the seatbelt signs to be on. Let's put it this way.
136.5 and 180 until 5. Easy 15, schönen Dank.
Bruno. we had that discussion.
2453, establish localizer.
And it's a simple thing. You will come across training. You may get the question as a captain in training.
Delta Foxtrot 2480, Golf Uniform Lima.
You would get the question.
Waypoint.
You're in the approach.
480.
Gears
Golf
down.
Uniform
Flaps,
Lima.
landing flaps. And then a flight attendant calls you.
Frankfurt Director, hello.
You're at 1,000 feet.
A
flight attendant calls you and tells you that a passenger has just gone to the toilet. What do you do? Do you land or do you go around? Yeah, exactly. That's the best solution. And a camera to make sure that the person is wearing the seatbelt, right?
Lufthansa 2453, keep your speed until 5 miles, contact Frankfurt Tower 136.5, Joe.
I don't understand you. Say again, the connection is very bad. Yeah, we'll talk on the ground. Right, yeah. Easy. Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things, you have to think about, right?
Cleared ILS Yankee 25 right.
And you have to make your concept. And I guarantee you, you're going to have captains tell you that they're going to cancel the approach and do a very soft go around. And then you have captains that will tell you that they will land. So who's correct? Right.
Speed until 5 and then contact tower 136.5. You're reducing master jump.
So, if you really want to spin it, cancel approach instead of build to the passenger, right? Yeah, I mean, but yeah, let's say you're tight on fuel, right? If you go around, you potentially have to divert. Right, so, you know, I know it's very theoretical.
Turning back onto approach, Golf Uniform Lima.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is, but let's say, Jajil, let's say you go around, and at that very moment, the passenger comes out of the toilet, falls over because you're going around steeply, breaks a leg. 180 to 5, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Right. And then he gets sued. The captain gets sued because he went around. And the argument would be that right? And Voyager, that's exactly a thing. Who's at fault? The passenger. The passenger ignored the seatbelt sign and probably ignored the instruction from the flight attendants because they will shout at you and tell you to sit down. Right? So you're under your own responsibility at that moment. Right? It's a tough. It's not easy. Yeah, maintain 182.5 and then the tower 365. Bye bye.
121.755, danke dir Maxi, ciao, Lufthansa 7
November 210 degrees, 15 knots, 188 for takeoff.
118 for takeoff, Lufthansa 98 November.
Now the only thing you can do, you can consider the question, you know, let's assume I have a 4-kilometer runway, so I can really brake very lightly.
754, I call it.
Right. So after touchdown, it's not going to be a hard slam on the brakes. It's going to be very easy deceleration. Then there's very little likelihood that passenger will get hurt. Right. If it's a short runway and I have to use auto brake medium, that kicks in. Well, then maybe if I can do a very, very soft kind of, you know, cancel approach and really climb slowly, maybe that's a safer option, right? But in the, I'm not saying this is right, this is correct. I'm just, you know, giving you guys some thoughts, you know, or some points to think about. I'm just saying that it's one of those aspects that a captain will have to think about and maybe have a concept ready if and when that happens. Guten Abend, gute wie die Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, Isles Yankee 25 right.
2453 and 210 degrees, 15 knots to 5 right, get the land.
Get the land, 5 right,
453. 1326 and 210 degrees, 15 knots, 18 gets the take.
18 gets back up, just not to land.
Oh, dude. The Geo, yeah.
E1 for Alpha, XT Papa, hold short of November 11.
Papa, hold short November 11. Easy one for Alpha.
Guys, I had this situation, not in the final approach, but on the 787, I had that on a downwind, slowly before turning base. I'll give you what happens and what we did after landing, okay? Remind me, please, if I forget. Flight Fox VATSIM, yeah. Ugh. Right, engine anti-ice is still on.
136.130.
Yuck. What is this weather? Who ordered? Aviation driver, moin. Right. 2,500. Let's check. Let's get the gear down. Gear down.
Easy one for Alpha, continue on Papa, hold short of November 11.
Papa, hold short November 11, easy one for Alpha.
Krishna 9, correct 8, 11755.
Right. It's a little bit far out. It's going to wait a few more seconds before I get... Right, now I'm going to start... I think it was 6 miles initially, it was not 5 miles. I think they always give 6 miles. Flaps 3, speed is checked. Flaps 3, here's the airport. Spoilers armed, and let's go. Flaps full, speed checked. Flaps full. Landing checklist, ECMM landing no blue. 30 knots of wind, are you kidding me? And look at the ground speed mini this time. Isn't it weird though? We had the same wind in Bremen, and the ground speed mini was not that high. Strange.
95
flights.
Giffen 121.755, easy one for Alpha, schönen Dank, tschüss.
Cut 1.
Hello, Hotel Bravo Delta Yankee Echo on Yankee 7, Zebra Hotel Bravo Delta Yankee Echo, low continue via Sierra. Continue Yankee 5 and Sierra.
No, I'm going to do a flat full landing.
10 degrees, 15 knots to 5 right, get to land.
That's fine. I'm not going to change now.
So 2453, contact apron, 121.755.
Yeah, the wind will die down a bit now.
121.755, 2453.
But, I mean, flat 3 is fine, don't get me wrong. I'm using the Moser AB9 base, that's checked. And it's the FS Projects Airbus stick.
Clear for takeoff from 8, bitte in meiner Klima.
Yeah, now the speed's coming back. Now, is there traffic ahead of me? I haven't heard anything. Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, 2 miles.
3 to Fox, according. Going 27 Alpha, continue on Papa, hold short of November 11, expedite.
Oh, there's a, I didn't see an aircraft on the runway, that's why I asked.
November 11 and expedite, you're reaching Papa.
Don't tell me you have to go around, come on.
Hello, good afternoon. Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, fully established.
Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, 3 to Foxtrot, 120 degrees, 15 knots to 5 right, get to land.
25 right, clear land of Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
100 above.
Yeah, runway's inside.
minimum.
Continue. Right, wind 60 knots, slightly left.
Hotel Yankee Echo advice ready.
50, 40,
Will
30,
close Hotel Yankee.
20, retard. 10, 5.
I had spoilers armed. Why are the spoilers not? Right, reverse. We've got, that's weird. Right, 90 knots. Yeah, let's go here. Let's vacate. Come on, we can do it. There we go. Auto brake off. Spoilers disarmed. The checklist was green, so how strange.
Charlie Echo, wind 210 degrees, 15 knots to 5, right, Foxtrot, taxi left Papa, hold short of November, 1 slot.
Left Papa, hold short, November 1 Lufthansa, 3 to Foxtrot. Right. So.
Wenn Sie dann beim Öffnen der oberen Ablage bitte vorsichtig, dass kein Handgepäck herausfallen kann. Und überprüfen Sie noch einmal Ihre Sitztaschen, dass Sie nichts Persönliches hier bei uns vergessen. Im Namen der gesamten Besatzung, Lufthansa und Starline.
So Eric, the aircraft I had most fun with, was am meisten Spaß gemacht hat, 747. So the 747 IRL, that's the aircraft that I had, the most enjoyment on. I've had the great luck to have flown really interesting aircraft in my career. So the 737 Classic was the worst in terms of ergonomics, especially since I'm 6'2". But hand flying and the way the aircraft handled was brilliant. Yeah, we'll do single engine taxiing. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. And then A320, fantastic ergonomics, really great ergonomically, but hand flying didn't really. I don't know. I never got a real big kick out of hand flying an A320. It's a great aircraft to work on. No, he's still. Hang on. Has he already landed? No, it's him here, isn't it? Oh no.
Frankfurt Tower low, Condor 481, ILS 25 right.
Condor 481, hello.
Yeah, the story regarding the passenger standing up. The favorite route, one of the favorite routes on the 747 was Buenos Aires, and I enjoyed San Francisco, Vancouver. I really enjoyed on the 747. He's behind me. No, he's landing now. I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I think he's... Yeah, Eric. I think that's him there. Oh no, MAN! Oh no, that's the second time I missed your landing, MAN. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, now I feel bad.
Qatar 1 Yankee at holding short runway 18 at November.
What is this aircraft doing?
Another 1 Yankee yellow, open 210 degrees, 15 knots.
It's a TBM. Ah.
Clear for takeoff, Qatar 1 Yankee.
Wow, he's really fighting the
runway 18.
Oh my god. He's fighting with the wind.
Foxtrot, contact April, 11855. Schönen Abend, ciao.
11855. Ebenso, tschüss, vielen Dank, die Lufthansa Treat Foxtrot. Hang on. He's going around?
Echo, contact April, 11855, ciao.
21.855, Condor Charlie Echo, ciao ciao.
Hey man, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Next time, I need to put like I need to put a command and then have someone in chat tell me when you're landing.
Alpha Tower, Lufthansa A327, let's superside.
A327, hello.
Because it's taking, so MAN
After departing Qatari, line up on 8 behind.
is, you know, taking the time
170 much Charlie traffic about to
to
vacate.
fly along. And then I keep forgetting to switch.
After company aircraft continue taxi via
Yeah, it looks like he was dancing the TBM there.
Lufthansa
Right,
453.
TCAS off.
Schönen Abend, Lufthansa 25 Bravo with you on Lima.
The 25 Bravo gives way to company from the left out of November 11. Thereafter taxi via Lima, hold short of November 8.
Give way to the
I don't know.
company, taxi via Lima, hold short of 18.
The landing rate here,
Confirmed November 8.
it's always.
Oh, November, excuse me, 25
I wish there was a better landing rate indicator.
Metro 440, super contact tower 118 decimal. Actually, 124 decimal 855.
124, 855, Metro 440, super good.
Not really. I honestly think, I mean, I enjoy the AB9 force feedback, but more for the fighter jets.
Scandinavian 9 up behind, traffic
I mean,
behind
it's
you.
nice to have an
Push back and
A320, but
start up
honestly, if you have a good side stick or joystick that has some, either some resistance to it,
is always to the south.
so it's not too wobbly, it has good dampening, it's fine. You don't need force feedback. Yeah, engine anti-ice is on. We still have
Last
precipitation.
Lufthansa 4 to Victor, we are spinning at the runway, should be contact tower.
Lufthansa 4 to Victor, sorry for that.
It's called Bene Sim.
124 decimal
Bene,
855.
B-E-N-E, Sim.
124, 855, don't have William, ciao.
Hold short here, November 11.
Lufthansa 506 Alpha, stands by.
Hey, Brunello, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, November 11.
3 to Foxtrot, taxi by November 11, hold short of November.
November 1, hold short, November, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Yeah. It remains on because now you can still get engine anti-ice, engine icing. Right? It's very wet on the runway. We only have 4 degrees.
Lufthansa 1059er, taxi stand Alpha 26
So
by
it's
November
below
8,
plus 10
November
degrees.
7.
So we have engine anti-ice on. Excuse.
November 7.
But how was the landing rate then? I would have guessed like 270.
Lufthansa 932, taxi stand Alpha 11 via Lima, November 5, hold short of November.
Alpha 1 on second.
Oh, we'll do single engine taxi in.
Lufthansa 932, taxi via Lima, November
Let me start
5,
the
hold short of November.
APU.
Alpha 1 via Lima, November 5, hold short, November 9. Lufthansa Cargo 8400.
But here you do need the APU for
The
single
Cargo
engine taxi.
8400 was blocked out all the time. Pushback approved, facing south.
No problem, facing south, approved. Lufthansa Cargo 844.
324, yeah, it's not that bad. Come on.
April, good evening. Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima with you.
Oh yeah, the history of the passenger. So, true story, we're flying to...
Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, hello.
I think it was Montreal.
November North. November 17, hold
Yeah, I think it was
November.
Montreal we flew to.
I got Papa 1,
And,
November North. Tell me after
so we're on
November
downwind on the radar
November
vectors.
17, hold short of November.
And
So Papa 1, November.
then I got a
North,
call
November 17.
that a passenger just got up and went to the toilet.
Uniform Lima.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience.
Hey, Professor Sands.
Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, taxi by November 11,
Past
Lima,
first
hold
class.
short of November 8.
Thank you.
November 1 Lima, hold short November 8. Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Right.
Lufthansa 506 Alpha,
Second
taxi
left,
via
hold short November 8.
November, hold
Thank you so
short
much,
of
Professor
November
Sands, again. Joining the community here. Thank you so much. So the passenger went onto the toilet, and we were, at that moment, the controller called us to turn base. And I just said to my first officer, you know what? Ask him for a 5-mile extension to the
hold short of November.
on a downwind, and tell him that we have a passenger who's not seated. So we did. we got a downward extension, and then the passenger at some point came out the toilet again, and then we could start the base, right? That's an easy solution. But it does happen, right? And there we had the time. AQ is running. Now, which engine do we shut down? We shut down engine number 2. Because we need the green hydraulic system, and then we switch on the yellow elec pump there.
November 11 Lima, hold short, November 4 Condor 9 Charlie Echo.
And then we can switch off engine anti-ice number 2. It's not needed anymore. Hey, Professor Sand, thank you so much. That's really cool. Nice to see you here. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
Professor 24 Charlie, Mike, please again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, again, you know, it's one of those discussions. Hard to say right or wrong, right? So,
thank you very much for your service.
Of course, you could argue, well, the passenger ignores the seatbelt sign.
Scandinavian,
right?
19, I need you to start a pushback immediately.
So it's the fault of the passenger, right? Well, does that allow you as a commander to do some actions that then will injure that passenger? Because, I mean, you could still do something to avoid the injury, right? So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you will have to look at the situation. You have to look at the situation, and yes, it can mean that it costs a few kilograms of fuel. But let me ask you this: if you were that person, let's say you suddenly have, I mean, it's not a nice topic, but let's say you have diarrhea, okay, suddenly, and 2 options: 1, ignore the seatbelt sign, go to the toilet, avoid embarrassment. 2, soil your pants, embarrass yourself, you know, no end, but you've respected the seatbelt signs. It's a tough spot to be in. It's a very tough spot to be in, right? So I can understand. I know, right? So okay, November 8, November 7, Alpha 38, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot. Right, November 8, November 7. Okay. Yeah, buddy, it's not that easy, right? Now, I know it's a weird topic, right? I'm sorry, it's not exactly you know, a nice topic to discuss. But again, I can understand if a passenger gets up ignoring the seatbelt signs because that passenger wants to avoid. Okay, stand Alpha 30, just confirm for Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot.
Golf Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, dabei.
Standing by, Golf Uniform Lima.
Cargo 8400, contact.
I tell you what, I'm gonna log off here. He's very busy. It's been an extremely busy event. It's very late as well for the. I mean, they've done overtime. I'm gonna take Alpha 38. So November 7. Yeah. So let me continue with the discussion then, and try to finish that. So, I mean, my view would be, I would be willing, if conditions permit, to delay the approach or even consider a missed approach, to have that passenger return safely to the seat, than to have them, you know, potentially getting injured, just because I'm saying, well, it's their own fault, right? So it's always you know, it's not black and white in this case, a decision, right? It's always a gray zone, we call it. But that's one of the things the captain is there for, right? You gotta make a decision and hope it's a good one. Hope it's a safe one. Well, the thing is, people seem to think that a go-around is always a very violent procedure. It's not. It's absolutely not. It can be, sure, right? But it doesn't have to be. Also, I'll give you another example. Let's say you're in the approach and you hear the tower tell you Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, cancel approach, go around. Or just, you know, 3 to Foxtrot, go around. What do you do? How much time would you give yourself to put the thrust levers into toga notch? Why instant? A serious question. I'm interested. Why do you think instant? Yeah, the question was, Alyamar, the question was, you're in the approach, you're at, let's say, 2,000 feet, and the controller tells you, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, go around. How much time do you give yourself good God, to put the thrust levers into the toga notch? Yeah, Zajil, I know I know from a human standpoint, but is it necessary?
Reporting requested.
Okay. Right.
Cabin crew or doors in park.
Okay, so why would we or what would be the reason to instantly go into toga notch? Yeah, depends on why. That's one of the first good questions. Depends on why, right? I agree with that already. I agree with that. No, Aviemar, no. I mean, yeah, maybe, potentially, yeah, but I mean, a traffic, honestly, in a controlled zone, and you know, an airport that is fully controlled, extremely unlikely, right? So, yeah, it's another good thing. It depends on the altitude. Absolutely agree. So if you're at like 300 feet, well, yeah, sure, you don't have much time. But at 2,000 feet, why would you have like 5 seconds? Why wouldn't you have 5 seconds to consider? Yeah, so here's the thing. Here's the potential issues that you may get. I'm pilot flying. As a captain, I'm pilot flying, okay? So my first officer is pilot monitoring. We both hear the tower say, Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot, go around. My first officer grabs the microphone and reads back Lufthansa 3 to Foxtrot going around. In the same moment, I'm slamming the thrust lever's toga notch and saying, go around flaps. While he is talking to ATC and maybe not even hearing the flaps instruction. Right? So what I'm trying to get at is you should try to avoid to be instantly triggered to do something because you're hearing something. It's always possible to give yourself at least 3 seconds to think about, right? Indeed, if you're at low altitude, so if I'm at 300 feet, or if I'm an IMC, it's a different thing. If I'm an IMC and I hear go around, I would hope that my first officer delays the readback. But from my experience, we tend to, if you hear a voice saying, oh, go around, right? Then you have the feeling, the urgency to reply immediately, right? So then things get very hectic and you may miss instructions and then you may overspeed flaps, or I don't know. So exactly, the thing is, don't always think it's immediate, right? It always depends on the question. Yeah, Mert, go ahead. It always depends on the situation, right? Yeah, yeah. Why doesn't speed brake get fully extended when autopilot's on? That's an A320 only, so it only is an A320 thing. Maybe Zagil can also maybe correct me, because what I heard is it's a certification issue with the autopilot behavior at high altitude, right? So if you are pulling the speed brakes at high altitude, where you have very little margin to the low airspeed area, the speed brakes do not retract fast enough to have the autopilot be able to react correctly. So for whatever reason, the A320 is limited to half speed brakes, autopilot on, even though the issue is actually regarding high altitude. Right? So at lower altitude, it wouldn't be an issue with the speed brakes, but it has to do with the retraction speed of the speed brakes. Yeah. So at least that's what I heard. Certification stuff. Yeah. I'll give you another example. I mean, that's something I did in a go around because I knew the reason for the go around, and that's why I knew I had some time, right? And that's why I'm saying it depends on the whole situation, right? So ahead of us was an A320 or whatever aircraft landing, and then there was another aircraft ahead of us, and then it was our turn, right? So there's like, two aircraft ahead of us, one just landed, one was like 2 miles or 3 miles out, and then another 2.5, 3 miles behind that was us. The pilot just landed, reported. Okay, so Gio, thank you so much. So certification, there's a factor of disturbed airflow over the elevator which renders it. Oh, okay, nice. GG's. Excellent. Thanks to Gio for joining in. Yeah, cool. There we go. So Mert, there you got a good question, a good answer there. Yeah, so I heard the pilot just landed say to the tower, we may have just hit a fox or a big rabbit or something on the runway. You better check. And from my experience, what happens is that the aircraft that's right behind that, so fairly short to the runway, they will get asked if they can land, right? They will say, aircraft such and such, did you hear the report? Potential debris on the runway, would you like to continue landing? And so the colleagues ahead of us said, yeah, we'll land. We can accept, right? However, and I said to my first officer, I said, 100% we're going to get go around. Get ready.
New subscribers.
Avimar, thank you so much for gifting us up to Gio. That's really kind, Avimar.
Thank you.
There you go, round of applause for that. It's not working. Great. So, Avimar, thank you so much, Avimar. Thanks for the gifted sub. Yeah, so, and exactly that happened. I heard the tower then say to us, Lufthansa so-and-so, go around. Right? And did I slam the thrust levers straight at the toga notch? No. What did I do? I went autopilot on, auto thrust on, climb notch. I waited until the co-pilot read back the instruction, and then I said, go around flaps. And then we did a very, very gentle, very relaxed, coordinated go around. Right? Why is the yellow pump still on? Huh? That's interesting. The switch is off. Oh, because they're doing disregard. They're doing the cargo loading. Yeah, they were closing the cargo hold. That's why I was on disregard. Yeah, cargo exactly. Same thing happened to you in landing in Hamburg 2-3. Yeah, yeah, Bruno, exactly. Cargo doors. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Again, you know, when you hear instruction go around, think about, you know, is it necessary to instantly go around flaps, or just take a deep breath, wait 3 seconds? Right? Is that going to make such a difference? The 3 seconds. Wind shear, you would get a wind shear call, right? So if you're actually encountering wind shear, sure, no time delay, instant. Every second counts in a wind shear situation, no doubt. Yeah, Professor Sand, thank you once again. See you next time. Yeah, cool. Guys, I would say let's read one more checklist, shall we? I have a feeling everyone's already off board. We're just the last one here again. And then MAN. I'm sorry again, MAN. I need to concentrate more and see your landing, man. So we have the parking checklist, park brake not shocks, park brake set. We have engines off and the fuel pumps to go. I keep forgetting fuel pumps. It's never been my items as a captain, so I keep forgetting. Good excuse, right? Parking checklist complete. True, Jacob, true. If you are in an actual wind shear, not predictive, but an actual wind shear, so you call out wind shear toga, then you do not touch flaps and gun and gear. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, and Sajil, I mean, people will ask, oh, hang on, but isn't it dangerous? Well, I mean, it's very dangerous if you're taking off. Oh, that's really kind, Ian. Yeah, but I try to get people, you know, that take the time to fly along. I do want to show their landings on stream. Hopefully next time I'll manage. But MAN, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you so much. Really kind. And MAN, my offer, if you read my message, my offer stands, MAN, for a shared flight in the near future. Let me know when you have some time. Turnaround, do you switch off all the fuel pumps? Well, you switch off the main, so you switch off tank pumps and the transfer. Yeah, you do switch those off. Yeah. Exactly. Nice. Big shout out, big thank again to John Tamara gifting 5 subs, to Lewis, MAN gifting 5 subs, and also to LH Virtual also gifting 5 subs, and then we had some more gifted subs. Aviomar, I hope we're not going to miss anything here. We had Stonewolf also gifting a sub. We had Captain Nutella gifting a sub. I hope I'm not missing anyone here. And Adam, thanks for the €7 as well donation there. Thank you so much. Right. Tomorrow I'm going to try to speak as little as possible. Trying to pretend I don't have a sore throat. And then Sunday I should be back again. Sunday 1700. And Sunday I think we're going to do the first round with the failure. So the wheel spin. Oh, Bruno, hang on. I'm not sure, Bruno, did you catch that? So we're going to have this feature now. I'm going to try to expand it to other aircraft as well that have failures. And then, yeah, so people that had, oh yeah, exactly. So that people that are donating or gifting subs on certain flights, not on all flights, but on certain flights. Beethoven, thanks for watching. On certain flights, you know, we do some failures, right? Yeah, I mean, again, it's there for learning, right? I'm going to try to handle those abnormals as good as I can. But sure, I mean, no, it doesn't. Unfortunately, not. No, I have to enter that manually. Oh no, Mark. But the thing is, I mean, that's a nice picture. I mean, Bruno probably could give you some good tips, right, on what to fail, right? Yeah. Right, we'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to regret that on the very first flight. Anyways, looking forward to it though. So thank you so much for all the support, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And sorry for the disconnect. Again, I don't know what's happening there on my PC. But it doesn't happen too often, luckily. And Sajil, thanks so much for being here as well. And my dear moderators, as always, thank you so much for all the help. Much appreciated. And I will see you again on Sunday, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Here comes the outro. Good night.